Hey guys, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today is Friday, I keep saying January, March 22nd, I believe, or 23rd. And this video here is to document kind of my process of having stem cells done. And I want to share with you guys just a little bit of information. And let me make sure we're actually public. I don't see anybody watching yet. Let me make sure I didn't screw things up. Oh yeah, we got 4 people. So what's going on today? I want to talk to you guys. I used my gains in cryptocurrency actually, and if you guys want to comment below on this video, I told everybody I wanted to start every video by asking you guys what you were trying to achieve with cryptocurrency, and I sort of have 3 things on my list that I wanted to do with my cryptocurrency gains. And the first one really was just taking care of myself, and that was to get stem cells, which I got yesterday, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about. Number 2 was to retire my parents. I really, I love my parents. They've done a lot for me, and I'd love to bring them out to where I am at. And then 3 is I've suffered from depression a lot in my life, and I wanted to build something that helps give back to that, whether that's to R&D of depression or chronic pain, because I've suffered a lot of chronic pain. But let's just talk about what the procedure entailed, and for anyone interested in learning a little bit more about stem cells and what they are. So I suffered from a slap tear about 7-8 years ago, and I have had a lot of shoulder pain, and I had surgery when I was 21. I'm now 27. And I had surgery on the labrum. It's a torn labrum, and I really don't think I needed it. I had basically I was trying to lift a lot of weights, more weights than I could, and after a certain point, it was like, oh, I can't lift any more weights. Surgery has to be the answer. If I get surgery, it'll fix it. And I got the opinions of like 5-6 doctors, and like 4 or 5 of them said you don't need surgery. And if you search long enough, I found one surgeon that actually wanted to do surgery. So I had what was I going to say? I had surgery. I was like, okay, I finally found a doctor that's going to do it. And the labrum didn't heal well at all. In fact, I think I had more pain after surgery than I did before surgery. For about 2 years, I couldn't even lift a gallon of milk. I couldn't even lift a jug of milk, and I was in my right shoulder, and I'm right hand dominant. So it was really weird. I started favoring my left hand, and my left hand sort of became dominant, which was kind of weird. And I've been searching for ways to fix that for a long time, and that's when I stumbled across stem cells. So yesterday, I finally had an appointment after visiting a ton of doctors with a guy named Dr. Darrow, who is here in Los Angeles. And I had a couple of my friends take me for moral support, and both of them actually had to leave the room by the time they got to the shoulder part. So let me just explain a little bit about the process. So I got there. The nurses, the office was super friendly. What they did is they explained the process to me, and they gave me the option of trying either platelet-rich plasma therapy, which is taking your blood and they centrifuge it down, and they just get the red blood cells and they inject that into the shoulder. Or you could take stem cells, and apparently there's 2 ways to take stem cells. And Snay was actually in Denver, so Snay didn't even come with me. I had our Facebook lead and one of our new hires actually come with me to support me. And anyway, I'm also going to share the video tomorrow, don't worry. So there's a couple of ways to take stem cells out. There is you can take it from newborn placentas, which is kind of weird. And I asked them, they didn't do it there at their shop. They actually take it out of your bone marrow, which is classically the other way to do it, and has been around a lot longer. Stem cells sounds a lot, from the placenta sounds way easier than harvesting it from your bone marrow. It's a lot less painful. And apparently the doctor there said the stem cells taken from a newborn placenta are dead cells. They're not active, and it's not something they use. La placenta. I was thinking in that too. So instead, they take it from the bone marrow, and he gave me the choice. It was either like PRP or stem cells. And I said, I may not be here much longer. I may only be around for another month or 2. So let's just do stem cells. Fuck it. And they're usually a little bit more potent, he says. Usually you need less treatment for stem cells versus PRP. So I went with the stem cell option. And thank God I have not actually even watched my video or looked back to see the procedure. So they started out by numbing you with a little lidocaine, lidocaine. I was numb. I was not asleep. I was on my stomach. They go in from your back, so about 1 to 1.5 inches from my spine to the right of my spine. They go into your hip bone or your pelvis. And the needle, my friends were telling me, was at least like, I'm trying to hold the camera up, was at least like the size of this glass. It was like literally this long. And they started out, they jabbed me like 10 times. Will said in the video, you could see them just jamming this needle in my back, numbing it up. And then what they take is a power drill, and they attached a needle to it, to the power drill. They literally had a drill. They showed it to me beforehand, and they even like did the little zoom zoom sound, which is scary as hell. And then all I remember is them saying, oh, there's a little bit of flesh in the way. We're going to have to drill through that. And I said, oh, great. So they take the drill. I could hear it. And they drilled. And the needle, oh, my God, it was long. That's all I got to say. It was long as hell. So they went into the bone marrow. And as they're sucking it through the bone, I felt a little pain. You could feel it. And at the time, I'd say the pain was about 6 to 7 on a scale of 1 to 10. After the procedure, I say the pain level was probably like a 2 or a 3. I think just the fact that someone was literally drilled into my bone, sucking bone marrow out of my bone, was probably more painful than it really was. In reality, it just didn't feel right. You could like, I couldn't feel it, but like you could feel the pressure. You could feel someone sucking and pulling. And I think just that sensation alone was like more painful than it really was, because it just felt fucking weird. Like they were in my bone. And I'll show you where the actual, it hurts still today. It feels like a big bruise. Where is it? You can see there's like a little patch there. That's pretty much where they took the bone marrow from, right about my ass crack level. And it hurts. They took it out of there. And the idea is that harvesting stem cells is going to invoke an inflammatory response into the shoulder. It's also going to help regenerative properties such as it's going to help stimulate blood flow in that area, regenerative properties, regrow cartilage, a lot of different things. And I'm hoping it'll make it feel better. So they injected that into the shoulder. I got a bunch of bruises. They literally jammed it in like 7, 8, 9, probably like 30 spots, probably all in the side of my shoulder, the top of my shoulder, the back of my shoulder. You can see a little bit of bruises. I'm sure my back is bruised. I actually can't shower for 48 hours. You're supposed to let the scab heal. My hip feels like literally someone fucked me in the ass. Literally, I walk around like a penguin and it hurts, but it just feels like a deep, deep bruise. And someone asked how much it costs. It was not as costly as I thought it was. So it only costed me $2,300 for one shot. And they say the efficacy is actually like pretty good. So this guy's treated a number of people. He's treated Dr. Dre, Kim Kardashian, like a ton of Olympic athletes. I have this book of all the testimonials and people he's treated. And it's pretty crazy. He's treated a lot of high profile people. He's seen an efficacy rate of like 80 to 90%. He walked into the room and was like, you got a shoulder problem? Piece of cake. So he made me feel really good. He had really good bedside manners. I'm happy to share any of the details. So tomorrow, I'm actually going to share the highlights of the procedure. I actually probably won't watch it. You can actually, I may need a second shot. So I've heard stories where it's like better instant results the next day. I don't have instant results. I can feel the pain of the needle kind of just, they jabbed it down like 20, 30 times. I can feel all like the pricks. It feels just sore and bruised like I worked it out the day before. So the whole procedure, I was there for a few hours, but literally the entire procedure was done in about 10 minutes. I have the whole thing recorded. The whole video actually is like 34 minutes long. We're going to cut it down into just 5 or 10 minutes so you can see them withdrawing the blood, stabbing me, all that. It's just the good parts. But it was really fast. Like the whole procedure could have been done within 10 minutes. So they just withdraw the blood. and then literally turn around. There's no treating it or curing it, and it goes right into the shoulder. There's no anything you have to do with it, anything special. It just comes out and goes right back in. Will you be sharing the name of the contact and what hopes you had to jump into to get done? And what hoops you had to jump into to get done? I can definitely share the name of the doctor. His name is Dr. Darrow. I don't want to like share too much in case it doesn't work out. Like I said, I just feel really sore today. But you do expect, I'm expecting results pretty fast, like in the next week or two. Apparently it's not supposed to be like a long thing. I have a follow-up in 2 weeks, and if I don't feel better, and if I feel if I do feel, somewhat better, I probably will have a second shot, and they'll do that in the left side of my hip. And I'm going to wait to watch the video until I have at least the second shot done, because those guys watched it today, and they were just screaming at how big the needle was. Like, I don't even want to look at it. So I'm probably not going to watch it. I had this done in Los Angeles, not in Puerto Rico. I'm back home in my room here. This is my room here. I have my bookshelf with all my books. But I'm just trying to rest a little bit. I'll probably record a video tomorrow on the actual markets. And I'm actually going to share, like I said, the video of the whole, at least the good parts of the procedure tomorrow. I'm going to let you guys watch it. Jason is here editing the good parts. I'm not going to watch it because it did not sound fun to watch. He literally said it was like one of the biggest needles he've ever seen. And it was like, as long as my hand, and the whole thing, but the little tip was just sticking out of my back, like the whole thing. So I'm probably not going to watch it until after I have the second procedure done if I need it. I'm excited to see how I feel the next couple of days. Right now, I just feel like someone fucked me in the ass, and it feels like I just did a really hard workout on my shoulder. I thought placenta stem cells injections were illegal in the U.S. I know they're not. There's a doctor, a pretty famous one here in Los Angeles that does them. Be a man. See the video before the second shot. I think I'm good, man. It did not look like something that would... I'm happy just looking the other way, and I could feel everything happening to me. And I remember sitting actually on the table, and it felt like he was jabbing me in and in, but like you're pretty numb. So I was like, I don't know what he's doing. Is he treating it? Is he prepping it? Like you could just feel little bits of pressure. But apparently in the video afterwards, Will was like, yeah, he's just sitting there stabbing you, like jamming you in the back. And I was like, oh, wow, that's great. I'm going to share it tomorrow, but that was something that I did with my cryptocurrency gains. Did he accept Tron or BTC? Funny enough, he said... he did buy some Bitcoin, and he said, yeah, it had massive volatility. And he said, yeah, I got in at 19,000. And I was like, damn, that sucks, man. Would you know if you shoved a bar up your bum? Probably not, dude. It was numb as hell. But he got in at 19,000. This doctor is pretty funny. He was actually great doctor, real good bedside manners. Made me feel very comfortable, at ease. Was pretty funny. Like I said, he's treated a bunch of other high-profile people in the area. So if it works out, I'll be happy to share a little bit more details. I'd love for everyone to comment on the video below with what you want to do with your cryptocurrency gains. And tomorrow, I'll pick a winner from somebody and give them some free cryptocurrency. So comment on this video with your ERC20 address, or share it either on Facebook or Twitter after it's uploaded. I'm just doing this live stream here in my bed today. Doing a little bit of recovery, just doing some email work and stuff, nothing too much. Snae's gone for the weekend. We're pretty busy lately, doing a lot of things, preparing to move to Puerto Rico, all that fun stuff. But I wanted to share this story about stem cells with you because this is something that I had been wanting to do for a long time, and taking care of yourself is, my biggest priority. If I feel good, it helps me with the crypto gains, helps me with, helping teach people. It's been bothering me for a long time, and it's actually 100% affected my work ability. I actually had to, even when I was working full-time, I spent a lot of time treating it and dealing with it, and just getting better. So I'll be super excited if this works out. Wanted to share the experience with you guys, especially if it is a good one. I'm going to share, again, the procedure tomorrow, and I will also get well soon. The bull market is around the corner, and we need your input. Absolutely. I'll share in a couple of weeks, I'll share how it is afterwards. You know, how the procedure went after, you know, a couple days goes by. I think right now I'm just in a healing mode, and even though there's, what was I saying? I just blanked. I'm just reading the comments. Get well, Ultra Prime into Fly. I sure hope so, man. What's going on, Justin K? Anyway, I'll share details after a couple weeks. I think right now it's just, it hurts because someone literally jabbed me a million times. So it's hard to tell the efficacy yet of the procedure. So I'll share an update tomorrow again with the actual procedure, and then again in a couple weeks as it starts to feel better. But I wanted to share this video with you guys, and that's all I have to say. So hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and go check out our website at cryptosomniac.com, where we share everything cryptocurrency related, and even have a 14-day free trial of the Cryptosomniac Advantage, which includes the Slack as well as the emails. Now you can try it all out for free. 14 days, Slack and the emails combined. You used to only be able to try out the email portion. Now you can even try out the Slack portion as well for free, 14 days. So head over to the website, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you guys all pretty soon. So thanks for watching, and remember to comment with what you want to do with your cryptocurrency gains.